Alrighty guys, what is going up? In today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute top stocks under $25. Now, anytime I do a top stock video, there is one thing I need you to understand is make sure you do your own research. These are just my opinions, and honestly, it's better to invest in a high quality stock and buy a partial share than buy a very, very risky stock and be able to buy full shares. But these are going to be the top stocks under $25. So starting off is number one. Now this is AT&T. Yes, we had that general downward trend, but you could easily pick up this stock for underneath that $25 mark. It does have that tendency to use this 200 moving average line as resistance. So you can see it hits it several times in the past. AT&T, why a lot of people buy it is because of the overall dividend growth. And if we actually look at the 3-year chart, you can see it's right on a very, very solid support line. Solid dividend payouts. The only thing that this may lack is some growth with that natural downward trend. Or you could look at it as an opportunity to buy in on somewhat of a discount. Buy it at 26, see if we can get it to hit that 30 mark. This one's going to be a higher risk play for sure, just because AT&T, their balance sheet isn't the greatest, but it's still a decent pick to at least put in your portfolio. Moving on to stock number 2 is Planet 13. Now, Planet 13 is a cannabis company based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. The company has been growing at an astonishing rate. You can see lows here at around 63 cents, highs here at around $8.67. You can see we've had a lot of sell-off from this. So you can see from the highs in general, this stock has sold off right at about 63%. It does have that tendency to use that 200 moving average line as support. So we have that general upward trend, which is fantastic. So we know buying pressure, buyers are in control of the stock. 2, it's right on that 200 moving average line, which has that tendency to act as support. So technically you could hop in at about 315, try to sell it at this resistance at about 418, which would give a return of right at about 25%, which would be absolutely fantastic. Not to mention Planet 13 plans on expanding and growing into other states and counties, and overall just try to take over the cannabis sector. I definitely think there's a lot of potential for this one, and it's definitely one to at least keep on watch, especially given that's only $3.15. Higher risk play, but definitely carries a lot of long-term potential. Now the next one here is H&R Block. Now that's ticker symbol HRB. One of the reasons that I like this one right now is because, one, we have this solid dividend payout of about 27 cents every single quarter. 2, we have this general upward trend, as you can see from the lows here. We have this general upward trend, which is awesome. 2, it's right on that support. So you can see this stock has a tendency to use this $22 mark as some pretty strong support. You can see it right here and right in here. So you can see it hit it once, almost hit it twice, 3 times, 4 times, now 5 times. So I think we'll see some buying pressure start stepping in and at least see a push back up to about $24 to $25. This one here, it doesn't move as much, but it carries a lot of potential, especially going into tax season. And you guys get a dividend payout, so you guys can start compounding your account on the dividend side and get some decent growth from the general stock going up. If you buy at the lowest, sell at this resistance, that's a return of right at about 15%, which is very, very good. The next one here is probably my favorite stock that we're going to be talking about. It's ticker symbol F. Now this is Ford Motor Company. For some reason, it is taking forever to load, but there we go. You can see the natural, beautiful upward trend of Ford Motor Company. They re-announced their dividend. Ford is absolutely killing it with the electric vehicles. They've announced their Ford Lightning, their Maverick, their new Bronco, their Mustang. So they have a ton of awesome cars coming out. The only thing they lack is inventory. It's very hard for them to actually make these cars right now, from getting employees, their chips, but they are kind of making that turn, and they are making and doing a lot better than they were about a year ago. So you can see we have that beautiful upward trend. Does have a little bit of some support right here at about $18, $19 for sure. This one here, good strategy would be dollar cost averaging due to this general upward trend. So if you buy in right now at about 23, we have a little sell off. You just keep buying more. develop that good average price for your shares. Not to mention you're going to be getting some dividend payout. So it's just an absolute no-brainer investment, especially given that the electric sector has been killing it. And a lot of analysts and myself think it's going to continue in 2022. The last and final stock that we're going to talk about is CCL. This is Carnival Cruise. This one's definitely going to be a higher risk, higher, reward play. It does have a ton of support and resistance. As you can see, support here at about 18, resistance at 30. Given that it's at 21, right now you could pretty much hop in. Given if it sells off back to support, that's about a 15% sell off. But if it does go all the way up to this resistance, that's a return of right at about 28%, which is pretty decent, not to mention a lot of analysts. And I do think we will slowly start seeing more cruise ships start taking off. I think we're just kind of making this turn past, all these lockdowns and all these, mandates and all that stuff. So I think this will be definitely one to keep on watch for 2022, guys. And given that it's only $21, it's always good to keep that on watch. So guys, these are going to be the top stocks under $25 for 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we will see you later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care.